Alaya does like 40 minutes of handstand every day with me. Like for Alaya, I've trained her almost like a year,
Yeah.
every single day. She comes here 7 days a week. But every time she came to the studio, she came at like 8 o'clock in the evening, 7 o'clock, doing her shoots throughout the day. Then coming to the directly in the meeting costume and everything. And then she's like, no, I want to do. I just send her the routine, but sometimes I see she's really tired or something from the shoot or the meeting. But like, no, we'll complete this.
Wow.
Every time she's like, no, we'll complete this today. She always looks fresh. Even after her workout, she's always smiling. She's always like, wow. For Triptii, I say, let's do wall balance, let's do push-ups, let's do headstand, let's do pull-ups. When I say, let's do handstand, she's like, handstand. She's doing crazy things.
Yeah.
Now, though, she's doing crazy things on another
Crazier level.
Going through Instagram, I saw some people doing like some crazy backflips and all.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to learn this, but I never worked out. Like
Okay.
throughout my life, I never saw the gym. And the backflip, I later on figured out it's a long journey.
Yeah, yeah.
I joined in like 2018, but I got my backflip in 2022.
Hi, welcome to Etimes. My name is Jigar Shah, and today in the new episode of Fit and Fab, we have Sunpreet Singh. Sunpreet, I got introduced to your fitness form through Instagram, and I'm not the first one to do that. There are many people who actually got to know of you through Instagram. One of them is Alaya, second is Triptii Dimri. What is it? What is it? So how did it happen? What's the story behind it?
So basically, I'm from Delhi, and last year I just saw Alaya putting up some stories on her Instagram, and I was already coaching in Delhi, but then I saw her story that she's looking for a coach, like a handstand coach or a coach who can make her do some flexibility things. I saw that story. I just shared my profile with her. I like, okay, I'm teaching these things only. This is my profile, and then we got in touch and we connected over Zoom. Then we just planned our first session in Mumbai, and then after some time, I just decided to move here.
So basically, you flew down from Delhi to Mumbai to give her one session.
So basically, I was in Delhi at the time we were on the Zoom call, and she just asked me, Ki, "You are from Delhi, I'm from Mumbai. How it's going to work?" I just said, "Okay, let's do one session tomorrow."
Wow.
Then maybe we'll figure out. So yeah, the next day I booked the flight in the morning. I flew all the way to Bombay. I did one session with her. She enjoyed it. I enjoyed the space she had. Like she just made a home gym at her house only.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful space. So I really enjoyed the session with her. She is also like always, even from the first session I saw, she was doing crazy things.
Yeah.
Now though she's doing crazy things on another
Crazier
level.
level.
But even at that time, she could do a lot of things. So then I met her. Then we did first session. Then I was going out for my course, but we just finalized the things. And then after a month, I moved here, and then we started regular coaching.
Wow. So I always thought Alaya had no bones. I think now you are the reason why Alaya has no bones in her body, because the way she contorts herself doing yoga, it's all mostly a lot of thanks to you as well.
So she was doing her practice earlier also, but
Yeah.
yeah, this year have been like, she was only telling me ki it was a great year for her fitness journey. Like she learned a lot of new things. She learned handstand, a lot of like combinations and all, and yeah, a lot of contortion things also.
Absolutely contortion boss. So how did you get into fitness? What is your fitness journey? कब से बचपन से शुरू हो गई थी ये ऐसे?
Like how I connect with my student, my journey also started through social media only.
Really?
Yeah. So basically, like 7 years back, I was just going through Instagram. I saw some people doing like some crazy backflips and all.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to learn this, but I never worked out. Like
Okay.
throughout my life, I never saw the gym, and I never worked out all my life. I was not into any kind of sports. But yeah, I felt like I want to do this. So I just started like, I figured out some studios in Delhi, and then I started going to one dance studio. And then after 2-3 months, that sir told me ki you do your practice here. Like
Okay.
he never charged me or anything. He said, you are really dedicated, Sunpreet. You just do your practice, space is yours.
Huh.
I was like, wow. Then I used to go there in the morning, in the evening, 2 times a day. Like I used to spend 90 minutes, like in the morning and the
Yeah.
evening. Then there I worked on my basic, and he only made me like really flexible. Like his name is Pankaj, and he taught me a lot of backbending things, middle split things, a lot of butterfly. Like it took me like 2.5 years to like get my butterfly. My legs were really stiff. My back opened up. Every
Okay.
time I worked on it, it opened up. But my legs and my body was really stiff. And the backflip, I later on figured out it's a long journey.
Yeah, yeah.
I joined in like 2018, but I got my backflip in 2022.
Wow, after 4 years, but yeah, but
Yeah,
still in 4 years you managed it.
Yeah, in 4 years, like I just worked on my basic. I thought like when I started, I just did the backflips and all, but I figured out ki, I
There
need
is
to
some
work on
logic,
my
there's some
basics.
science behind it. Yeah.
Yeah, then I started working on my basics. I spent like 2-3 years on it. Then it happened.
Wow.
That's how I started. But like during those 2-3 years, I got exposed to a lot of new things also. The idea was to learn a backflip,
Yeah.
but then it started like, okay, now I want to do handstand. I want to build strength. Like the inspiration kept changing.
Okay.
So then after one point, I'm like, I just don't want to be flexible. I just don't want to do handstand. I want to be like more stronger also.
Yeah.
Then I started doing weighted calisthenics. Like I competed in competitions also in Delhi, in Bombay also one of the
Wow.
competition. So yeah, it happened like that.
So learning backflip has also been on my bucket list. And from where I stay, very close by towards the beach, there is a group which comes every day about 5:36ish to do practice the backflips and all at the beach. I even went them and asked them, will you all teach me? I said, ha, we'll teach you. We'll charge you XYZ amount of money per session. And one day I even went. To train myself. कि हाँ, I'll do backflips and all. फर्स्ट के अंदर ही मेरे पीठ की बैंड बज गई. ये नहीं होगा, ये अब मेरे से नहीं हो पाएगा ये, because I think I was just little this point away from breaking my back because it's the way it happened. बोला नहीं भाई तू पैसे रख, नहीं चाहिए मेरे को, मैं जा रहा हूँ घर, नहीं हो रहा मेरे से.
So that's what I figured out. The first month or like, sorry, when I started, I just figured out ki it took us a lot of basic, lot of body awareness, because when you do a backflip, you are doing the combination of 6-second movements in like less than 1 second.
Yeah.
You are jumping up, you are rotating in the air, you are tucking in, you are releasing the tuck, and then you are landing.
Yeah.
So a lot of things together. I don't think no coach can teach you if your basics are not right.
True.
So it's just about getting those right basics. I just built my awareness for like I did a lot of handstands, walkovers, and things. Then yeah, it happened.
Okay. So how did this student Sunpreet became the coach Sunpreet?
So again, as I said, the inspiration kept changing.
Huh.
Like earlier, the inspiration was to do a backflip. So I started being like went to there. I went to different studios, learned backflip and all. Then later on, the inspiration got changed. And then during COVID only, I was doing my graduation at that time. Okay, so during COVID, I was like, I'm doing my studies before 4 p.m. or something, but the evening time is free for me.
Yeah.
Like the 7, 8, 9, and I'm a morning person. So for me, it was like mornings, I'm like really powerful, and evenings, my body like goes down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I want to use this time. So I was like, okay, let's make money out of it. That was the ideal plan. Okay, let's make money out of this. Like this 7 to 8 is good. So I started with one group session, and then like in a month only, like I figured out that this backflip requires a lot of basics.
Yeah.
Then I figured out during COVID ki, no, this is not how the teaching works. Like doing these things are different. This is a skill, but teaching is also a skill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I met a lot of like beautiful trainers. I was like, okay, I want to learn from you. I want to learn from you. All the online coaches only. There is one coach from Norway, Sondre. There is another coach from Dubai, Devin Kelly. There is another coach from Mali. So I just took their programs. I started learning from them. Then there is one studio in Delhi.
Okay.
I used to go there, like it's very far from me. Like in Delhi, I used to travel 1 hour. But the studio, like the coaches there are really, really good. So I was like, I'll come here at least twice a week.
Wow.
Then I saw how they teach also, not just what they do, but how they teach also. So there I learned. And then Alaya also, everyone is like looking for a growth as a coach also. Like growth for me comes through Alaya.
Yeah.
When I moved here, it was a pure gamble for me in a way, because I was like, whether I should be in Delhi only, do my work, whether I should go. So I was like, okay, let's go, we'll see. But as you said, like the work you are doing, it's like it just picked up from
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
And like when as a coach also you see your like your students growing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful feeling as a
Absolutely.
coach also. So every time I see her doing something or the else, I'm like, wow. Not just a lab, but all the students.
Yeah.
Everyone I saw like how they started, how they are going, and even everyone.
Wow. Okay, coming back to your social media story, Triptii Dimri also followed you on Instagram. That's why her journey with you began as a follower. And then it's been a couple of months that you've been training her, if I'm not wrong.
I'm training her from last 3 months now.
3 months now. Okay, so how has the journey been from start of three, like when you began till now? How has that been? Those 3 months we've been with her.
So, like for Alaya, I've trained her almost like a year,
Yeah.
every single day. She comes here 7 days a week.
Wow.
7 days or maybe 5 days. But for Triptii, I just did like 20 sessions maybe. So not like I can't say a lot of things because it's just a very limited time
Yeah.
we spent together. But every time she came to the studio, she came at like 8 o'clock in the evening, 7 o'clock, doing her shoots throughout the day. Then coming to the directly in the meeting costume and everything. And then she's like, no, I want to do like, and she's one of the person I literally told her one day, now I can see why you are at this level, Tripti, because like every time she's doing it, like every time anyone comes to the studio, I just send them the routine.
Yeah.
Ki, this is what we are going to do today. And I just send her the routine, but sometimes I see she's really tired or something from the shoot or the meeting, but like, no, we'll complete this.
Wow.
Every time she's like, no, we'll complete this today. And I'm like, wow, you're doing the full day. I'm not that hardworking, I feel. If I have like meetings throughout the day, I'm like, okay, koi nahi, itna hi karte hain.
Probably you'll even skip it.
Yeah, but like in all the sessions we did together, she's like, no, we'll complete this.
Wow. You even posted a picture of us which said no off days for Tripti or no Sundays for Tripti, and there was one picture you posted around
Yeah.
Christmas, around the New Year's time.
Around New Year, yeah. No off days for everyone. That was a carousel post, so I was like, no off for 2025 now.
Yeah, but she looked like, भाई मुझे माफ करो मुझे घर जाने दो मुझे. She looked that tired.
She always looks fresh. Even after her workout, she's always smiling. She's always like, wow. She's always like that. Like every time she's in the space, she's smiling, doing her workout, but always smiling.
Wow. So what is she good at? What is she struggling with right now?
Handstands.
Handstand all over the going to struggle any which way. It's like see for you it's like second nature. For us is standing on our leg, walking on our legs is like basic.
No,
उतना ही होता है हमसे भाई.
but it's same struggle for everyone, but it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
Like for Triptii, I say let's do ball balance, let's do push-ups, let's do headstand, let's do pull-ups. When I say let's do handstand, she's like handstand. ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? So when everyone is doing it, they see results, but
Yeah.
she just does it like every single time. I'm like handstand, तो हम करेंगे, and we do like a proper. Like a cardio in handstand.
Yeah.
I just make her do like 100 push-ups or things like that just for the handstand. And she
100.
struggles. Again, same thing. She struggles, but she like, I'll complete this.
100, but 100 keep-ups.
100 is minimum. Everyone do it. Alaya does like 40 minutes of handstand every day with me. 40 minutes to 1 hour we go. All my students, like whoever is in the space, we start with the basic like headstand and all, and that's how you learn. It's like a skill again.
Yeah.
Like how you learn the guitar. It's handstand is also a skill that requires a lot of time to learn.
Yeah.
And it's just practice. There is no like technical read and all. There are some basics that I correct for everyone. Okay, this is where you are doing wrong. Like I just teach them with my experience. This I have done wrong.
Yeah.
My coach taught me this way. So if you do this, you can do this like in a better way. Your form is going to be all right, but it's just a lot of practice.
Dude, you even taught handstand to Siddhant Chaturvedi, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but I also met him for like a short period only. For a few sessions we met. Yeah, but we worked on.
This
our
was when?
handstand.
This was last.
This
I
was
in
July, August. From then he's ongoing like shoots back to back.
Yeah. So what is your fitness regime? What do you do to keep yourself fit? So that because I think that in a profession like yours, your body is your business card.
Yes, it is. And so I work like as it's my profession.
Yeah.
The first thing what matters for me is my own training.
Yeah.
I always see like if I'm taking 3 sessions in a day, I just save 3 to 4 hours for myself for my own training. So I just keep like I just take very limited sessions so that I can do my training. I do one of my training in the morning.
Okay.
I do like 1 hour of handstand or 90 minutes of handstand, just handstands. And then in the evening or in the afternoon, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., depends on my sessions. I do my strength training like the weighted calisthenics or some form of mobility training, some form of functional training. I just do that in the afternoon. So I do like 2 sessions in a day, one in the morning before my sessions, one in the afternoon after my sessions.
Wow. So okay. So what is ideal workout should be? Like for example, people say that you should work out 3 to 4 days in a week is what max one should do. Whereas now you have an Alaya who comes every day.
Every day, 7 days.
So what is it? What's the ideal kind of workout? Should it be 7 days a week? Should it be 5 days a week? What is it?
It's
For a working professional now. Now someone whose profession is athleticism, like for you, I think probably you'll be working out every day.
Yeah.
Someone like me who is not an athlete in that sense.
That's what it depends on like what you want to work on and what are your goals and what your body can do at that particular time. And it's different for every body type. And even like when I do the assessment with my students, I just tell them, okay, let's do like 3 days a week only.
Okay.
Let's do 4 days a week. And for Alaya, I said like you can do all the days. I do all the days.
Yeah.
And we also built it. Like when I started with Alaya, we were doing like 3 days a week, and then we moved to 4, 5, 6. Now it's 7.
Wow.
Now we train every day. Even on the days I'm not available, like I'm going to Delhi again, like for a few days. So on the days she does her yoga practice, Pilates, but she's always moving. On the days I'm not here, she's doing her practice, but she's doing all the 7 days.
Wow.
Yeah, but for like the coming back to the question, for the working professional, it's like 4 to 5 days are good. 4 days are also good, 5 days are also good, but I always like the balance approach that just don't do one kind of training. Like see what inspires you the most. For me, it was like learning a handstand. Like whenever I saw someone like doing a handstand, I was like, okay, I want to learn this. So it's always like what inspires you. If your inspiration is you want to do like you see yourself as a flexible person or like more stronger, or maybe some people just see themselves doing yoga, dancing, any form of movement. Just add that in.
Okay. So you've been training Alaya for since a year now. So are you training Triptii for a particular film or is general fitness?
No, for general fitness. Both of them I'm training for general fitness, and they had no goals like they want to cut down strength. They just want to learn like things like handstands, mobility, and just getting better is the thing for them. Not.
But you also see the results on the body because the body also becomes much more leaner in that sense.
When you do all these things. Yeah, definitely. So our body is always adapting. Whenever we do anything, any form of movement in our body, whether it's dance, our body is adapting in that way. If I'm doing movement, my body is getting ready to do the next movement and maybe preparing to do that same movement again in a better way. If I'm a dancer, I'm working on my splits, my body is preparing for itself. So yeah, it's always about just getting better in its way.